Hi everybody, it's Shannon Mann from KY Girl Boutique. I am a Piphany stylist and I'm here today to show you the Tove dress, T-O-V-E, the Tove dress. So I first saw the Tove dress back in February when I went to a Piphany conference in Nashville, and it was in a fashion show, and I cannot tell you how excited I was about it. So I instantly fell in love with the Tove dress because I love the unique structure of the Tove dress. It's a very unique piece. It has a very fashion forward structure. So the Tove dress is meant to be very loose and roomy on the top, but yet come back to not form fitting, but a lot closer to the body and the hips. So for that reason, before you grab your own Tove, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your measurements, and the most important measurement to pick out a Tove dress is your hips. So I have my measuring tape here. Just to review, first of all, make sure you have the right end of the measuring tape, because you don't know how many times I've done that and felt so foolish when I didn't fit on the measuring chart. So you're going to want to measure your hip area. You're going to have lots of room up here if you fit yourself right down here. So I'm going to take my measuring tape around the widest part of my hips, which happens to be the bumpiest part of your rump. So here's my bumpiest part of my rump. It's going to come right around my hips, and I'm going to take my measurement. You don't ever want to tug when you take your measurements, because you're not going to get the right fit. So you just want to come around right until you're at a comfortable meet there. Okay, and I am just right a little bit more than the 40, about a 40 and a half. That actually puts me on the higher end of the small. But here's what you need to know about the Tove. The Tove is meant, like I said, to be a little bit more form-fitting in the hips. So since I have some jiggly bits underneath here that I don't totally love to show off, since I'm on the higher end of the small, I opted to go up to a medium because I didn't want the whole world to see my jiggly bits. I'm going to show you what I look like in a small here in just a second, just so you can see the difference. But I will tell you that in the extra small and small sizes, the bottom part of the Tove was cut truly to fit your hips. So you'll notice that it's a lot more snugger in the hip area and in the rump area and the extra small and small. But then once we get to the medium and larger, they give you a whole lot more room down here. So you will see I am in a medium, and I'm not showing anything off here. So, and the length is totally good for me. I like my dresses, my hemlines, to hit me at the knee or at the ankle. That's just a personal preference for me. I have a hard time with dresses that hit me in the middle, which is another reason why I love the Tove. I love the hemline. So if you're taller, you may want to be prepared for the Tove to be shorter on you. I'm only 5'3", and it hits me right at the knee. So that speaks to the length. Again, I'm right at the very top of the small on the sizing chart when it comes to my hips. I'm in the larger part when it comes to my bust. And so I went with the medium, and I'm totally happy with the medium. So you will see again how loose it is on the top, very loose on the top, lots of room in here. And again, I'm a large when it comes to the measuring guide on the top, and smaller here on the hips. So the medium fits me perfectly. So since the Tove, and believe it or not, my husband picked out my Tove. I wanted a different color, and he wanted me to have this bright red. So every once in a while, I'll let him pick it out, and I think he did a great job. So this, since it's a very subdued piece, meaning there's not a lot of prints and it's not wild and colorful, I opted to go with a pretty decent size statement necklace. And I also may decide to belt my Tove, which you can as well, to add a little bit of interest. So if I wanted to belt my Tove, this is what it would look like, which is still, I think, very beautiful. And you could even blouse this up a little bit, since the top is meant to be roomier. That way the bottom, you can see how the shape comes closer to the hips. So this is my true to size medium. This is exactly where I would fit on the measuring chart. I'm going to step over to the side for just 1 second and show you what a small would look like. Now I'm only showing you what a small would look like because I trust you. We're all friends. We're all ladies and we all want to help each other have the absolute best fit. So this, what I'm trying on now, happens to be a small. Again, according to the measurement chart, I could have ordered a small because my hips fit right on the small end, but you will see my dibbly bits. So this is actually the reason I didn't opt for the small, because they're telling you that the bottom portion of the Tove is meant to fit your hips. So knowing what I've got going on under here, I decided it was my personal preference to go up a size, but you will see how much form-fitting it is on the bottom than it is on the top, because still going down a size, I still have lots of room up here, and that's what it's meant to look like. It's meant to be a little bit bigger up here, tighter down here, and you can see that down here. So again, if I wanted to, I could belt my Tove. It's my personal preference as well. When I belt, I usually belt higher. If I belted down here, that's what it would look like. Again, it's your personal preference. I always choose to belt higher. We all, we know what we like. So this is the small. This is what the small looks like on me. This is what my measurement would tell me to buy. Knowing that it is a form-fitting dress from the waist down, I went up. But here's what you need to know. Once you get to a medium, large, extra large, 2X, 3X, they built in a lot of extra space down at the bottom. So you don't necessarily have to worry about that form-fitting hip area once you get to a medium and up. So if you wear a large and up, don't feel like you need to size up for this because they gave you lots of extra space down there. So let me put my medium back on just 1 second. Hang out with me just for a second. It takes less than a minute to throw this back on. It's a very carefree piece. You're going to look well put together, even if you don't put in the time to do so. So I think my husband did a really good job picking out this red, don't you? So this is my true to size, because even though I measure a small down here, I usually measure a medium everywhere else. So this is how the Tove fits. Again, the Tove will launch tomorrow, which is March the 14th at 8 p.m. And we will have some albums put up at that time. If you have questions about how you should size or what size you think you should buy, you can message me, and you can email me at kygirlboutique@gmail.com. Find us on Facebook at KY Girl Boutique on Facebook. Join our group, like our channel, and let me know below if you have any questions. Thank you so very much, and make sure you shop for your Tove dress tomorrow night. Have a great night. Thank you for watching.